Okay, so first time, and I was really nervous. I texted Mohit din mein, I'm nervous and pretty hesitant. I didn't know how to go about it. But then I thought, fuck it. ज़्यादा क्या होगा? Two things. Either you like what I share, या फिर I will realize what I fail. Another thing that I fail at miserably. Either ways I'll win. कुछ तो पता लगेगा आज. But so usually my poems are a little longer because I think भावनाओं में बह जाती हूँ of sorts. So that way, I have just randomly picked up a poem I wrote a couple of years ago. I write often, जब भी the strong gush of emotions. But yeah, here goes everything. Okay. So this is called. This poem is called "The Promises That Once Were." Bear with me; it's a little long. Yeah. The promises that once were. The radio, a song, a drizzle, and a long drive. As I drove to the song, faint lost memories came alive. The world around me faded away. The skies above me turned grey. This song brought back memories, good and bad. It reminded me of a childhood so innocent, and suddenly my present seemed very, very bad. It reminded me of the promises I had once made to myself, only to break later. It made me realize that to my 10-year-old self, I was nothing but a traitor. What were these promises and why were they broken? And when did this little girl bid goodbye unspoken? The deeper I delved into nostalgia, the heavier the rain got, and along with it, a flood of memories it brought. There was a spirit that was once so high. It always flew with a dream to touch the sky. It belonged to this little girl with two pigtails, who lived and built her castles in her own fairy tales. A tiny one, she couldn't wait to grow up and fill water from all walks of her life in her small cup. But little did she know that the only water to fill her cup would be her own tears. Little did she know that in search of water, she would soon drown in her own fears. She dreamt her days away, promising that her heart would never be stained, promising that her wild spirit would never be restrained. She dreamt of a world so perfect, it had happiness in every bit. If only she had the courage to live up to it. She started building her world, brick by brick, only to realize later that she had built around her a wall so thick. What started off as her world turned out to be her shell, to protect her from the world outside that as she grew up turned into hell. All of her promises forgotten, all of her dreams forsaken, to become someone else, a complete stranger, not really realizing what changed her. Her spotless heart was now stained, her free spirit now restrained. So many stains and so many rains. As these memories flashed, I realized that I will never be the same. I guess we drifted apart, that girl and I. I guess I was too busy growing up and it never pinched me when I bid her goodbye. But now it does and it hurts so bad to have lost a part of me, the most precious one that I ever had. Maybe, just maybe, I will one fine day gather the courage to find her once again, hoping to break not all, but at least one rein, the one that held her back for so long, the one that made her believe that she wasn't strong. Probably then, of all her other reins, I can finally free her. Probably then, I can fulfill the promises that once were. Probably then, I can fulfill the promises that once were.
Wow.